It literally states NTU, SMU, and NUS applicants only.
Flame them!
It's that straightforward.
Hi, I'm Raymond and I'm from SUTD.
I'm Mavis and I'm from NTU.
I'm Zina from NUS.
I'm Chikiat from SIT.
I'm Wing from SUSS.
I'm Shakti from SMU.
Is your degree related to your diploma? Those who said no, why didn't you continue with what you were studying? You can start.
I was from aviation management in Temasek Poly. Yeah, at the point when I was graduating, SIT was actually launching their air transport management course. So if I joined, I would have been the first batch. I was thinking about that and comparing it between like the other universities, and ultimately, like as you know, I came to NUS because I took an econs module. Then like I loved it. I thought it was my calling, but it isn't. I was like, no, I really think like last time, right? Because last time I do damn well in econs, and then I think like, wow, some econs god, bro. Then after I didn't even go and research, right? How econs degree or course would be like in university. I just knew that I could get into an econs degree, so I just applied. I didn't even go and research for university. I just, okay lah, I can do econs, let's go. Then air transport was my second choice, but then it wasn't my first because I thought that I still wanted to go back to the aviation industry, but I thought that I could actually work my way up the industry next time with a degree and a way of thinking that is built on economic knowledge.
So I was from aviation too in Poly, and I'm currently studying linguistics. I can't give the same excuse because they are both very specialized. But back when I graduated from Poly, the air transport thing wasn't a thing yet, so I didn't have that option, and I couldn't go anywhere else.
Right, okay.
So yeah. Okay, so basically I knew what I didn't want to do, but I didn't know what I want to do. So I knew I didn't want business, not that I could get in. I didn't want engineering, not that I could get in. And I didn't want like sciences, not that I could get in. So it was only like social sciences and humanities. And linguistics was just the thing that appealed to me the most.
Are you like enjoying it?
I'm not like having the time of my life studying, but I think it's interesting.
So how many languages can you speak now?
1.5.
So the Chinese is 0.5, right?
Yeah, I can read the Hanyu Pinyin.
Who can read the 100? I can read the 100 PE.
Hey, that's the tone. Can you read the tone?
Yeah. Hey, we should into run.
Oh shit! What? Good. Come on, bro. Let's get it. Linguistics.
I live in Singapore. I got no choice.
Oh, that's another conversation for another time. I meant it was light-hearted.
Okay, so for me, I am from RP and I took a diploma in hotel and hospitality management. Yeah, fun until like, you know, COVID, haha. No one comes to Singapore, no hotels, nothing. So other than that, it's also because like yours is, the courses that you all did in diplomas are very niche. Then like I don't want to stay in the hotel industry for like my life because hotels go by shift work. So their weekends have to be burned. Holidays burned. Then like I don't want to burn my weekends. I want to work 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. So
What are you doing now?
marketing. I haven't decided my mind yet, but yeah, because marketing is the most general one. There's you can always fall back on marketing. You cannot like if let's say I really went to take like the specialized diploma for hotel, I cannot fall back on anything else other than like hotel. So hotel shit.
True.
Similar to the both of them, I was also from aviation management in Temasek Poly. So why I did it is because I like what I was doing in Temasek Poly. So then before I graduated, I think the degree program just got introduced. But then I was thinking like, oh, I have national service and everything. So I didn't really think about like going into SIT or whatever. So I actually looked into the overseas university in New South Wales. Yeah, so I was originally supposed to go. But then I thought, never mind, I'll just try local university first because my parents didn't want me to move over as well. So then I just tried and surprisingly I got in. And I mean, because there is the interview process is like, there's the interview and then like all this kind of thing, and I thought like my GPA wasn't that fantastic either. So maybe I couldn't get in, but It all worked out, I guess.
What's your GPA?
Graduate is 3.4.
That's not bad.
I mean-
3.4. But
Yeah, like I was looking I was looking into NUS and
Yeah,
NTU
yeah.
as well, but then
Right.
the thing is that I didn't want to do BA because it's too like wide.
Yeah.
It's too vague, and I'm not that interested in business per se. I'm more interested into aviation, so I was just like, you know what, just give it a try. And that was my only option. I only applied for one university, and that was the
Oh,
only
same.
Wow, one shot, one kill.
Yeah, so like if I don't get in, then I have to find something else to do lah. But then I was just like, you know what, just do it. I can do it. Aviator.
Yeah. What the hell is this? What is
Yeah.
that rich face?
it's a boomer.
I don't know.
Okay, you keep saying it, but I still don't know what that means.
I honestly don't know what it is.
Okay, so I saw okay.
Yeah,
It
I think
originated
from this
from
NBA.
an NBA
Yeah, it's a
video.
basketball.
Then there was this guy who took the shot after he.
She's just like.
So it means you're very cool, is it? I'll try to incorporate it naturally at some
Yeah.
point.
Do it.
Don't know how to try.
He just halfway to the video, he just.
Oh, the day I tripped and then I fell.
Is the university that you're currently in your first choice?
Okay, so at first I wanted to take communication studies in NTU, but then they gave me engineering instead. The one that NUS gave me communication studies, but I saw from Reddit that like the NUS's communication studies sucks. All the professors are starting to like quit and everything. Am I supposed to say that?
Just say allegedly now.
Allegedly. So my second choice was SUTD because as a person I am someone who's always been like in the science stream, right? But then I also like art actually. I like doing music, I like art basically. So I saw SUTD technology and design. If I wanted to pursue what I like, my science background would be like just gone, you know, then it would be a bit wasted. So I saw SUTD like, hey, it combines both science and art, design and technology, so this might be the university for me. And I went to SUTD because it was suggested by, you know, like the ECG counselors, those kind of people.
Oh, early.
Oh, like the
Early childhood.
It's a education career guidance counselor thing, you know. The psychologist
For education.
kind of they study your personality, then like suggest I think you're
Career
suited to
path.
this.
Yeah. My psychologist didn't know that. My psychologist only told me I had OCD.
For me, SUSS was definitely not my first choice because I actually applied for NTU, NUS, SMU, SIT, and I got rejected for all. So SUSS was not my first choice, it was like last resort. Because it was the only local U that I could get in. Because I was working a part-time job, then my boss was telling me that, hey, why did you apply for uni? Because then I told her that it's because local U don't want me, because I cannot get in.
So sad.
Then after he say, you got try SUSS? I'm like, huh? SUSS not private meh? Then he said, no, they just turned local recently. So I was like, okay, I just give it a shot. So I went to try. And miraculously I got in because I don't know how. 3.2 GPA I managed to get in. If I could, I would rather go NTU and NUS because like it's more recognized. So like if I apply for a job, right, I assume that will be easier. But it's a local U, it's better than nothing.
Do you regret being in the current local U that you're in?
In between. So there are both sides, no and yes. So the yes part is what I said previously. I think like it might not suit what I actually want to do in life, you know. And the no is the people. I met my friends basically. Like yeah, I make friends and they're nice people and the professors are nice. Even though I don't really like the subject they're teaching, they're nice.
I am certain on my career path after I graduate from my uni.
No.
I'm the only one.
Yes.
You're also the only person who
Because your
body
portfolio
with
is
your
so
own degree,
specific.
right?
I think why I think a lot of us say no is because ours is very general. There is no straight path where we want to go. Because like marketing, linguistics maybe not. So.
Yeah.
But hers like econs. Econs also can go like a lot of different companies to do like stuff. But there's no specific like I want to do this, I want to do like this, I want to do like design. Unless like the minors, I guess.
I disagree to a certain extent in the sense that because like I'm majoring in communications and strategy, so technically my path is set in the sense that I want to go like into consultation. Yeah, like go communications agency, so consult for companies that need communication plans and whatnot. But recent personal revelations have shown that like whether or not I set on this path does not determine that that should be my path. Like,
Good point.
yeah, in the sense that there's a lot of things in my life that I could pursue if I wanted to, but the only thing that's holding me back is society and the fact that I may have thought of too many options for myself. So,
Correct.
yeah, but I mean, what's stopping me from doing all? You know what I mean? Like, other than societal pressure that, oh, you got a degree, then you must do something related to that, oh, you must have office job, must get good pay, that kind of thing. Like that, all these kind of things are not things that we might actually personally desire. These are things that
Yeah.
come from external sources.
But wouldn't you say it's a waste that after you spend so much time and money on a degree, then you do something that isn't at all relevant?
I mean, I guess, but it also depends on like, okay, so like for me a degree is 4 years. In that 4 years, what did you learn?
Yeah.
Like it's not necessarily only the degree, right?
Yeah.
Like it could be talking to other people or like maybe certain soft skills that you got. I think what you want out of life does not necessarily have to come in a certificate.
Yes.
Wise words.
Yes. Oh, you are more than research.
I feel like when you really know what you want to do, then I think it's good that you set your mind to it. Yeah, you set your mind to it and like just get through with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, like studying aviation, it's something very niche in Singapore. Like honestly, nobody really like venture into just aviation management, this kind of thing. Yeah, and also like honestly, economics, marketing, anything, any degree you can get into in the aviation industry, because it's just like a normal company. You need this kind of people in your airline or in the airport to really like work these departments, right? So I don't know, maybe to a certain extent, yeah, it can get too specific and too niche. But I think at the end of the day, if you are doing what you love, then it's not a hassle.
Would you say your career path is set in stone? Let's say you were to go to like, you realize that you don't want to do something that is general. Let's say you really do want to do something more like
Broad,
hours.
yeah.
Would you say that it would be harder for you to get into?
I
You
don't
think?
think so, because like like during our degree program, it's not just specifically on aviation management, like airport management, airline management kind of thing. Like we do like airline finances, but then it's still finances, but it's still like accounting and stuff. And I just did like economics as well. They say it's aviation like economics, but it's the same.
base is still
Yeah, it's just they put the word there just so like we relate more, but I feel like it's the same.
Do you think a degree is important?
It's a very loaded question.
Yeah.
Yay, I'm a trendsetter, right?
Half oops.
I think it really depends on the career that you want to do. So like for example, when I was in poly, my internship was flying. I think you can relate that. So I was flying for an airline, and then I think when you're flying in airlines, right, you don't really need like a degree.
Yeah, I do.
So
Like
cabin crew.
yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
Cheers, bro.
Sheesh, bro. Yeah. So yeah, I knew that she was in it. So yeah, as I was mentioning earlier, like having like it being like you have a master degree, you have a bachelor degree, you get the same pay, you do the same job, you do the same, literally everything's the same. So it really depends on what career aspect that you are looking into. If you are looking into certain things that really don't require a degree, then it's really very pointless. But then again, it's really good to have a degree because there's something for you to like fall back on, correct? Yeah, because you see like this time of uncertainty, like the pandemic, is like cabin crews are being laid off and all this kind of thing. So if you don't have a degree, not that you need a degree to get a job, but obviously in this kind of tough times, you want to get a well-paying job.
Yep.
So a degree will definitely help with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it's easy to get a job with the current local U that you're in?
It's not on, but it's no.
For SUTD, I think I said yes because the stats show that SUTD is actually like one of the more employable unis. Like during the COVID period, when like it's harder for graduates to find jobs, like high-paying jobs. It turned out that SUTD managed to make like I don't know how they do it. Maybe they have like connections here and there. Then like I think more than 94 or 95% managed to find jobs within the COVID period or something.
That's even better than like normal unis without COVID.
Yeah. That's why like if you go to SUTD, right, they'll like brag in front of you. Like you come out from the MRT, then there's this big poster like 94.6% of our graduates are able to find jobs within 6 months or something.
I think maybe because it's a very specialized
Correct. And I feel like it's something
Yeah.
that it's a
It's like a
industry
company will
whereby.
just go to yours
Yeah.
because they know that yours
Yeah.
are the same thing that we are one,
Yes.
so they'll just grab from you.
Alright.
Yeah, you are necessary.
Employee, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are not wanted.
I say half because I would say that NTU is quite a household name, and we do have the reputation of being, one of the top universities and whatever. But I also know of a lot of friends who are struggling to find work with or without the COVID situation, and it's like even getting an interview is difficult, even with the NTU name inside. So I would like to believe that it'll be easy, but in reality it's not. I feel like we do face the same struggles as everyone else. And even if you do get the interview, you have to rely on your own personal skill sets to go through and get the job lah. So yeah, ultimately it's not really the university name. But it's very nice to say, I'm from NTU.
It is.
Like they ask me what course, linguistics.
You sound exactly like somebody from OCS. Oh, what were you in army? Oh, I was an officer. Confirm, same attitude. All the time.
Oh my god, people are those who wear the singlet.
Yeah. Hi. And I said no because I don't know much about the statistics on SIT people, like how many graduates get jobs, but just a few days ago I was looking for internship, and then there are a few companies that will not mention who, specifically literally specifically in their their requirements. Yeah, it says NUS, NTU, SMU.
Flame them!
That is that straightforward. Yeah, and literally people from SUSS, SIT. Okay, as much as we are not from super reputable universities, but I feel like if you have the skill set, I think everything is fine, right? And it wasn't a super niche specific job scope, by the way. It's literally
What is
it's
the
about-
title? What's the title of the
I forgot what's the title, but the job scope is coming up with
There's a Google job
coming up with scripts for this company to do their video.
Then need NTU.
Yeah, so it literally states NTU, SMU, and NUS applicants only.
Bro, that's why you know even uni also can do.
Yeah, and I was thinking
Call them out.
I'm from SIT, but I think I can type. I can use my brain. I can literally do what everybody else can do. Just because I didn't do that well in poly doesn't mean I'm that less of everybody else.
It doesn't necessarily mean that you didn't do that well in poly. Some people have different strengths. Okay, I mean definitely there are some people who actually maybe did academically they may score very good, but they still decided to go SIT. Doesn't mean that they actually made a second choice or whatsoever.
Correct. Yeah.
Because I think each person have their own strengths.
Mm.
Some people are better in certain things, some people are better in others, and the way that the curriculum since primary school, secondary school, poly, JC or university, different universities, right? All the curriculums are designed differently, to cater to all these
Right.
talents.
I feel like as a society we're slowly progressing. Because I mean, if you go back, maybe 10, 11 years ago, going to poly was considered a bad thing. Or you failed, you didn't go JC, you went to poly. But my secondary school was School of Science and Technology, which is I was the first batch.
Oh.
It's a weird school. Yeah, but it's a good school. It's a good school.
Wait,
But
the school is not like MPSP that kind of thing. It's a school of.
it's a secondary school. I took O levels. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And they
NUS or something.
no. It was its own secondary school.
Okay.
Specialized in science and tech, and it generally encouraged people to go poly in the sense that once you graduate, go poly, do it, just go for it because you're interested in this kind of thing. And maybe 40% of the 200 students in my batch went to poly, and the 40% that went to poly, right, did amazingly well. Like one of my friends went to computer science. I think computer science at SP, yes. And at that time, the L1 R4 for SP computer science was 19, 20. He got 15, I think, L1 R4, and he was the top 6 in the entire
that's
poly.
amazing.
Yeah, no, a lot of them did really well, and I mean, after I saw all these people do well and stuff like that, maybe not, like maybe it was just like self-fulfilling prophecy or whatever. But like you can see people who do really well in poly. Like after I went to SMU, I'm like, oh, where were you? And then they were in poly. What was their GPA? 3.98 out of 4. Then what the fuck did you get B plus courses?
I mean, then again, if you meet like poly people in SMU, I mean, their GPA should be around there, right?
Yeah lah, but I mean, I feel like maybe like
selection bias.
yeah, you give it like maybe 3 to 5 years, and that ad that said NUS, SMU, NTU, NUS, NTU, SMU, like it will expand lah. I feel like it will expand. It's wrong, but it will really expand.
I think it will go from top 3 to like top 6, and after that they'll apply open for like private also.
I mean like the don't know who somebody in government say there is no bad school. I don't know what's the second part of the sentence.
Now again.
But I do also feel that the students coming from these schools also have kind of like a superiority complex.
Oh, tell me about it. Tell me
So
about
it's
it.
kind of like, I know of some people who have been offered jobs and then their starting pay is maybe 2.7, 2.8 and they're like, huh? I studied 4 years, get an NTU cert, you only giving me 2.7? I want a 3.5 that kind. So it's kind of like, not so much they cannot get jobs also, but more so they are
Demanding.
Yeah, true.
Demanding.
What advice do you have to those out there choosing their local uni?
Check your school term. Make sure it's not trimester. Trimester is a pain in the ass, I'm telling you. It really is.
You have no holidays.
It's 2 weeks.
Huh?
Yeah,
No
so
holidays.
like,
What?
yeah, so our term break is 2 weeks. I think SIT is the only one that does trimesters. Yeah, so I mean it's a good school, but if you're interested in that, then go for it.
And I'll say you should find out more about the school that you really want to go into. Not just the school, but the courses specifically. Because NUS, FASS or whatever is very different from NTU, HSS. Yeah, so it's like, find people that you know who are in that specific course and ask them more about it lah. And I also think that school culture is very important also. Because I do think that if I were to go to other universities, I might just drop out, to be honest.
But one thing I think some people may take into consideration is hall life.
Correct!
Oh, yeah, so if you want hall life, it will be these 3 halls. Do you have a hall life?
Yeah.
Okay, these 3 halls. Yeah, we have hall life.
We have no hall life.
We have no
So
hall.
don't look at them. So look at us. NUS, NTU, SUTD. Yeah, I know their hall look like a condo or something. Last time I went, then I was like, whoa, it's so pretty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Make sure you pick something that makes you happy. Do something that you want to do.
Yeah.
If you feel bad about it halfway, at least it's on you. And I feel like for most people you can accept it. But like if you do something that somebody else asked you to do, or you do something that society expected you to do, you're just gonna feel bad about it. Like even if like, okay, let's say you went to JC, straight A's can go into medicine. Do you wanna do medicine? Like is that something you actually want to do? If it's not, don't do it. Do something you wanna do. Doesn't matter, like you wanna be a waiter? Like at a restaurant?
Yeah.
Go for it. Like who cares if you got straight A's? Go for it. Like that's something you wanna do it. If you wanna, you know, like maybe you didn't do that well, but you actually wanna be like chemical engineer, work for it. Go like to poly, redo your A's, do something that you wanna do. And only if you only focus on that, right, I guarantee that at least whatever hard work you put in would seem worth it in the end.
Okay, thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, subscribe and like and also comment and share this video with all your friends, family, dogs, cats, hamster, sugar glider, fish. Share this video with them and stay tuned for more. I'm gonna use this.
How does it like?
Bye.